Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host. And I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It's season 30, episode 3, and tonight's show is titled Look Up. We're going to be breaking down the news from May the 7th through today, May the 14th. Now, yes, I am recording this a day later. It is a Wednesday. I usually drop my new episodes on Tuesday night. I am a day late, and that's just because I'm going to be honest. It's because of a couple things. Number one, I'm tired as hell. I'm so damn tired right now. And when I was getting the show notes together last night and getting ready to record, I was so damn tired. I ended up just going to bed. I couldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. But there was another piece of me that said, wait one more day because the new Superman trailer is going to drop. The new Ironheart trailer is going to drop, and it's going to give us something to talk about. So I said, perfect. Let's wait one more day and we'll knock it out on Wednesday. Plus, another reason is to give the last couple episodes a little bit of breathing room. One more day of breathing room. And I say that because last week we dropped season 30, episode 2, Disposable Delinquents, which was a really fun episode where we talked about Thunderbolts and we talked about Andor and, of course, the news of the week. It was a really solid episode. And then a couple days later, I brought you guys the Thunderbolts spoiler review. So 2 episodes dropped last week. So sometimes when 2 episodes drop, I got to give some breathing room to the episodes, and so they don't get overshadowed. So it was another reason to wait one more day. So, but I didn't want to wait any longer. I wanted to make sure I came on tonight, and we got caught up with everything. We didn't push the boundaries here any more than they needed to be. It's also been a very slow week because this past weekend, there was really nothing new that came out in the theater. There were a couple low budget kind of movies that I did actually make the top 10, but they were all movies that looked like they went straight to video. So we'll talk about that when we get to the box office. But I didn't have anything that made me rush out to the theater. So there was no new movies to go check out last week. So I have no new movie reviews. But over on the TV side, I am very happy to say that Poker Face is back for season 2 over on Peacock. I loved season 1. When season 1 dropped, it was one of my favorite shows of the year. This is written and executive produced by um, Ryan Johnson, who of course has been doing these kind of murder mysteries with the Knives Out series, and this is his TV kind of version of it with Natasha Lyonne, where she has this particular set of skills where she could tell if people are lying, and she gets caught up in these episodes where she gets just randomly put into situations where somebody's lying about something, and she's got to bust them out. So. I love this show. Season 1 was fantastic, and I've been waiting for season 2 to drop. It dropped last week, and they dropped 3 episodes of the season. This is a weekly rollout, but they dropped the first 3 episodes. So I watched the first 3, and I'll tell you this: 2 out of 3 ain't bad. This is a good season. It's big thumbs up for me, but I'll tell you, season 1 was excellent. Now, this is kind of an anthology series. Yes, there's an overarching kind of story with Natasha Lyonne's character, but each episode is kind of a contained anthology kind of situation that's for just that episode. And episode 1 here of season 2 had Cynthia Erivo in it, and it was great. This was an awesome episode. It was called The Game Is Afoot, and I loved it. It was a great kickoff to season 2. Season 2, episode 2, with Giancarlo Esposito, I did not care for this episode very much. This one was kind of a letdown for me. But then episode 3 came. John Mulaney's in this one, and a couple other people pop up. I really like this one. So, like I said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Didn't care for that second episode, but liked the other 2 a lot. And the next episode's going to drop here tomorrow. So I'm ready for it, man. So if you haven't watched Poker Face, you should definitely go check this one out. If you're a fan of Poker Face, didn't know season 2 is out. Yes, the first 3 episodes have dropped, and episode 4 is going to drop on Thursday. So make sure you check that out. And another show that came back was Criminal Minds Evolution, which is back for its season 3 if you're talking about the revival on Paramount Plus. For those of you that are fans of the old school series, technically this is season 18, so it is back. But yes, this is following the storyline that they started off with Evolution over on Paramount Plus. Um, Decent premiere here, and the next new episode dropped today. This is a weekly rollout as well. Um, I mainly watch this show for my wife. This is her favorite show, so she loves to watch it. I struggle with this one sometimes. I find it kind of boring. But overall, it's got some decent parts to it. It's definitely a notch up being on Paramount Plus. They're not as restricted as they were back when they were on like CBS. So that is back again, streaming on Paramount Plus. So you got Poker Face back for season 2 on Peacock, and Criminal Minds Evolution for season 3 over on Paramount Plus. So shout out, plug once again. Like I said, we did release the spoiler review of Thunderbolts, man. I was very happy to be joined by my boy Friggins. He came on with me. We did the Am I Still on the Air? You know what it is. If you've been listening, you know the Am I Still on the Airs are those focused episodes where we sit down and we focus on one particular topic, especially spoiler reviews, because I do non-spoiler here. So sometimes you want to talk about a movie a little bit more freely. So Friggins came, we went live on my YouTube channel, and we broke this movie down for about an hour and a half, and it was fantastic. It was so much fun talking to Friggins about this film and really getting into the nitty gritty of it all. We also talk a little bit about Captain America Brave New World because we weren't able to do the spoiler review on that one. And then we did our updated MCU countdown, 36 films. Where do these films rank, especially Thunderbolts? Where did it land on the updated chart? You got to listen to the episode to find out. So if you haven't heard it yet and you want to check it out, maybe you didn't see this one drop, go check it out. Available in 2 formats. Once again, you can watch it in video form on our YouTube page, youtube.com/am I on the air, or you can listen to the podcast only feed right here on our normal podcast feed, amiontheair.com, on all your favorite normal podcast links. It's our episode. It's right up there. You'll see it. Am I Still in the Air? Thunderbolt spoiler review. So make sure you check it out, whether you listen to the audio version or you check out the video version. Either way, it is there for you and your viewing pleasure or listening pleasure. It was awesome. Check it out. All right, guys. Let's talk box office. Coming in at number 10, it is The King of Kings. Number 9 is The Amateur. Number 8 is Until Dawn. Number 7 was a debut. It was Fight or Flight, which is the new Josh Hartnett action movie. I was kind of intrigued to see this one, but my normal movie buddy, Geeky Pat, did not want to see this one, so he didn't get a chance to go see it. My boy Friggins, who I did the spoiler review with, came to town and wanted to go see this with me, but unfortunately it was on Mother's Day, and I just, I did the right thing as a husband and decided not to leave the house that night. So Fight or Flight comes in at number 7. Number 6 is Shadow Force, which looks like a movie straight off Prime Video. I don't know how this got a theatrical release, but it comes in at number 6. Number 5, a debut for a horror movie, Clown in a Cornfield. This is another one that looks like just some Shudder original that should just be on the Shudder app for free, but it's in the theaters. But I'm actually hearing a lot of really good word on Clown in the Cornfield. I could not have give 2 shits about this movie last week, but now I'm intrigued. So I'll definitely check this one out when it comes to the house. Number 4 is The Accountant 2. Number 3 is a Minecraft movie, which is now available on premium VOD. Number 2 is Sinners. And number 1, again, for the second week in a row, it is Thunderbolts, asterisk, The New Avengers. So that is your number 1 movie there. All right. So with that stuff out the way, let's get into our news of the week. Now, the show is titled Look Up here tonight because earlier today, like I said, the Superman trailer dropped. So let's jump into it. I am a massive Superman fan. If you've listened to me at all, I've told you guys I'm a big DC guy. I grew up on DC way more than Marvel, even though I'm a big Marvel fan now. I was always more DC. I was always Superman. I was a Superman guy for life. Grew up on Christopher Reeve. saw the iteration with Brandon Routh, was good. I've enjoyed pretty much every iteration of this character. Was a big fan of Smallville. Of course, love Henry Cavill as Superman, Man of Steel, my favorite Superman. And now we're rebooting the DC universe and we're kicking things off with James Gunn directing the Superman movie. We had a teaser trailer before, which brought me to tears, gave me the feels, gave me goosebumps. Would the first full trailer do the same? And I'm happy to say it did. This trailer put a big smile on my face. It made my eyes water. It teared me up. It is so damn good. From the beginning of the trailer, where Lois is interviewing Clark as Superman and getting down to the nitty gritty of him stopping this war and the frustration from Clark of having to deal with this stuff. And then it kind of going into some action beats, Lex Luthor being just kind of over him and being an alien. He's not a man, he's an it. Seeing these visuals of this kaiju, this other big ass villain that looks like the Juggernaut fighting him in the sky, the engineer, breaking into the Fortress of Solitude, Crypto, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner Green Lantern, Hawk Girl. I mean, there's so many visuals in this trailer, but David Cornsweet, as much as I was not a fan of recasting and rebooting, I wanted more Henry Cavill. I'll say David Cornsweet is growing on me. He is really looking to fit into this role, and the music in this trailer, the visuals, everything, it hit on all cylinders. I loved it, and I love the tagline "Look Up." It is just so simple, and it means so much. I've watched this trailer like 5 times today. It's incredible, and man, I cannot wait. July 11th cannot come quick enough. All right, so moving back on to the news of the week. We also, with trailers in the DC universe, we have the first poster for Peacemaker, which looks awesome, and then we got the first little teaser trailer for technically season 2, but they're not labeling it a season 2 because it's kind of a soft reboot of its own thing because it's now in the official DC universe, whereas season 1 was not. It's interesting, right? Got the same characters, a lot of the same follow up, but it's different in its own way. This show is coming back on Max on August 21st. Speaking of Max, as of today, the announcement was made that we're going back to the term HBO Max for the streaming service. Yes, the streaming service that launched with the name HBO Max and then a year later said, we don't want to be called HBO no more. That's its own thing. We're just going to be called Max. We do Max for a couple years, and now we're going back to HBO Max. So make up your damn mind, Warner Brothers Discovery. But yes, HBO Max, I like it, man. HBO Max always rolled off the tongue better than just Max. But yes, Peacemaker debuts August 21st, because remember, this is in continuation of the DC universe in chronological order. Superman will be out July 11th, and then a month later we'll get Peacemaker, so it takes place after the events of Superman, which is pretty damn awesome right there. So we were just talking about Thunderbolts, and director of Thunderbolts, Jake Schreier, is in negotiations to possibly take on the directing gig for the Marvel Cinematic Universe's version of the X-Men movie. That's right, they're looking to do an X-Men movie, obviously, over at Marvel Studios, and they are currently in negotiations with director Jake Schreier from Thunderbolts to helm the new team. This is pretty awesome here. I thought he did a wonderful job with Thunderbolts. He can obviously do a thing with the team there. So why not, man? More power to him. I would love to see this move forward for X-Men. All right, we have your first trailer for The Old Guard 2. I feel like this movie has been coming for 10 years, but we finally got a trailer. A battle thousands of years in the making. The Old Guard 2 will arrive on Netflix July 2nd. Charlize Theron coming back. Very excited for the return to this world. We have the new poster for The Conjuring Last Rites, of course, starring Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson. This movie debuts September 5th in theaters. And on top of the poster, when you get a poster, you usually get a trailer. So we have the first teaser trailer as well, which looks like a lot of fun. We got confirmation on that Andy Serkis Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum movie. A lot of people have been wondering, where did that movie go? Big announcement came out, and then it's been kind of silenced. Well, we now have official release date. It will come out December 17th. of 2027. That's right. Couple years out on this one, but December 17, 2027 will be The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. We have the new trailer for adults. This is coming to FX. This is a new comedy series from executive producer Nick Kroll. This is going to debut May 28th over on FX, and all episodes will be streaming on Hulu. We have the new trailer for Materialist. This is Celine Song's new film starring Dakota Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. This movie will hit theaters on June 13th. We have the new poster for The Old Guard 2, which looks pretty cool there. We have the new trailer for Dangerous Animals. This is Jai Courtney's new movie where he stars as a shark obsessed serial killer. This hits theaters June 6th. And I got to tell you, when I read about this on paper and said Jai Courtney, serial killer obsessed with sharks, I don't know. I watched this trailer and I was like, God damn, I got to see this movie. This looks awesome. Jai Courtney, man, the role of a lifetime for him. This looks really, really good. So I definitely want to check out Dangerous Animals. We also have the trailer, the first trailer for The Long Walk. This one is directed by Francis Lawrence. It's from a Stephen King book. This is going to be hitting theaters on September 12th, and it looks really intense. So looking forward to The Long Walk. Foundation Season 3 will be premiering July 11th on Apple TV Plus, and we have the first teaser trailer for that. We have the new poster for Danny Boyle and Alex Garland's 28 Years Later, which hits theaters on June 20th. Sebastian Stan is going to be leading a new crime movie called Burning Rainbow Farm. Kristen Wiig steals Gabby's dollhouse in the first trailer for the live-action movie version of Gabby's Dollhouse. Um, Eli Roth has revealed the title for his most terrifying and insane horror movie yet. It's going to be called The Ice Cream Man. There you go. Natalie Portman is going to team with an Oscar-winning director for her new movie, Photograph 51. Jeremy Renner has not given up on doing season 2 of Hawkeye. He says he loves the character. He wants to come back and do more. But we just got to see what comes to play. I still expect him to pop up in Doomsday or Secret Wars. That's for damn sure. Fox has renewed Animal Control, so congratulations there. I like this show. I like Animal Control a lot. It's very, very funny. So glad to see with Joel McHale. Glad to see this show coming back for another season. Amy Poehler is set to star in a new Peacock comedy called Dig, which will be coming from the Parks and Rec co-creator. Big Mouth Season 8 trailer has dropped for the final chapter of Nick Kroll's Netflix sitcom. Dwayne Johnson's movie Ripped is getting put into process here. Production going forward here, where it's going to feature a gym cult leader. This is based on a true story. Right now, his company is producing it. They're saying he might star in it, but no confirmation yet, other than him and his company are going to be producing it. When you read the details about this movie, Ripped, I want to see him as the crazy gym cult leader. I think that would be pretty awesome. So we'll see what happens on that front. Kate Blanchett is a renegade nun in the new Boy trailer. A new Yellowstone spinoff with Luke Grimes is coming, and it's called Why Marshals. Jean-Claude Van Damme protects a presidential candidate in the new trailer for The Gardener. Sydney Sweeney and Julianne Moore cover up a murder in the trailer for Echo Valley. I'm definitely there for this one. This one looks really, really good. Um, let's see here. Margaret Qualley investigates a mysterious church in Ethan Cohen's new movie, Honey Don't. We have the first trailer for that, which actually looks pretty good, man. I'm not a big Ethan Cohen guy, but I thought this trailer looked pretty fun and it's got a great cast. Pete Davidson and Nicholas Holt are going to be doing a heist movie called How to Rob a Bank, and it's going to be coming out on September 4th of 2026. M. Night Shyamalan's new supernatural romantic thriller will release on October 23rd, 2026, starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Phoebe Dynevor. It is based on an original story co-created by Shyamalan and novelist Nicholas Sparks. This is crazy. What a combo you never knew about, man. A supernatural romantic thriller. Okay. The next Evil Dead movie is called Evil Dead Burn, and it will release on July 24th, 2026. So, very excited about that. Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, will hit theaters on September 26th. We have the first full trailer for Stick, which is a new golf comedy starring Owen Wilson. This premieres June 4th on Apple TV Plus. Mads Mikkelsen and Boyd Holbrook will star in Last Meals. The film follows a disgraced White House chef who now cooks last meals for inmates on death row. Everything changes when one goes on a hunger strike, and the chef begins to believe he may be innocent. Let's see here. Did I tell you Echo Valley comes out June 13th? That is the Julianne Moore Sydney Sweeney movie. The film follows a mother who is shocked to know when her troubled daughter arrives at her doorstep covered in someone else's blood. This is a new movie coming to Apple TV Plus on June 13th. Honey Don't, the Ethan Coen movie we just talked about, stars Margaret Qualley, Aubrey Plaza, and Chris Evans. The film follows a lesbian private detective who investigates a questionable church and its leader. This is going to hit theaters on August 22nd. Law and Order SVU has been renewed for season 27 over at NBC, along with OG Law and Order, which is returning for season 25. For the first time since the show launched back in 2019, The Masked Singer is not going to air this fall. It won't be back until 2026. So there you go, which is good because I'm way behind on Masked Singer. Now I can catch up and not be stressed that a new season's going to start literally a month after the other season ends. House vet Hugh Laurie is going to star in Apple TV Plus's new thriller, The Wanted Man, which comes from Lupin and Hijack creator George Kay. Fox has handed out a renewal to Going Dutch as well. We talked about Animal Control getting renewed. Well, Going Dutch is coming back for a second episode as well, or second season, I should say. Sonequa Martin Green has boarded CBS's Blue Blood spinoff, Boston Blue, which will be airing Friday nights this fall with Donnie Wahlberg. We got 2025 to 2026 TV preview, every new comedy, drama, and unscripted show that is coming to CBS, ABC, NBC, Fox, and the CW. The Silicon Valley drama Cupertino from Robert and Michelle King lands at CBS for a script order of the 2026 to 27 season. We got every new scripted show that is confirmed to premiere this year in 2025. Um, Fox has canceled Rescue High Surf after just one season. I watched this show. It's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's just kind of one of those middling shows that's always good for me to throw on in the background. So, a little bummed it got canceled, but at the same time, I'm not shocked. So, Rescue High Surf canceled over at Fox. Alrighty. Moving along. An animated Ted series is in the works. This gets me very excited. Of course, last year, Ted got a revival. They did a Ted prequel series on Peacock, and it was amazing. The show was so funny. And now they're going to do an animated Ted series over at Peacock as well. But the good thing is here, it's kind of a sequel series as it's bringing back Seth MacFarlane, Mark Wahlberg, and Amanda Seyfried, all reprising their roles from the movie, which is pretty awesome there. So cannot wait for the animated Ted. The next Godzilla vs. Kong movie is officially titled, and it is now in production. The movie will release in theaters March 26th of 2027, and it is officially titled Godzilla X Kong Supernova. So there you go there, Supernova. Um, Mikey Madison has found her first leading movie role after winning her Best Actress win. We'll talk about that more in a second. Carrie Coon and Lily James are joining Oscar-winning director's cult movie called Harmonia. Scarlett Johansson and Miles Teller are joining Adam Driver and Ad Astra's director's new movie Paper Tiger. Dick Wolf's On Call has been canceled and will not return for season 2 over on Prime Video. NBC is also canceled Found after just 2 seasons. I was another fan of this show too. I liked Found a lot. So sad to see it go after 2 seasons. That's a bummer. Suits LA has also been canceled at NBC after just 1 season. That's right, NBC is shutting the doors on Suits LA West Coast office. The Stephen Amell led spinoff has been canceled after just 1 season. I've had this show in my queue. I haven't started it yet. Now I'm in that weird crossroads where I'm like, should I still give it a shot or should I just delete it because it's canceled and who cares, right? And this is always where I start to feel guilty, right? Every time I have a show in my queue and it gets canceled before I get to it, I feel really, really bad. So, hate to see that Suits LA has been canceled. The Irrational has also been canceled after just 2 seasons, so it's not coming back for season 3. This is the Jesse L. Martin show that is on NBC, so I know a couple people that like this one a lot, so sad to see that one go for them as well. NBC has also canceled Night Court. That's right. Night Court has been canceled after 3 seasons. So another bummer. And NBC doesn't stop there. They've also canceled Lopez versus Lopez. This is the George Lopez comedy that he stars in with his daughter. It was on for 3 seasons and it got canceled. I'm bummed about this one. This is a cheesy ass show, but I really liked it for some reason. I love George Lopez. I thought this show had a lot of heart, and definitely sad to see this one go for sure. All right, I think that's the end of all the NBC firings that they've done over there. So many cancellations. Josh Charles is set to deliver Best Medicine as the star of Fox's Doc Martin adaptation. ABC's upcoming spinoff 911 Nashville has added singer Leanne Rimes and actress Kimberly Williams Paisley to the cast. Some nice additions there. ABC has renewed several of its unscripted shows for the 25 to 26 season. Biblical drama The Faithful has been greenlit over at Fox. All right, I told you I'd tell you more about the Mikey Madison thing. In her first deal since winning her Oscar for her performance in Honora, Mikey Madison is signed on to star in Reptilia. This will also, she'll be joining Kristen Dunst. Alejandro Landas Echavarria is co-wrote the script and will direct the feature, which will be selling at Cannes. So yeah, very interesting premise and movie here if you read into it. Um, very interesting for her to pick this as her next big project, but we'll see how it goes. The ACM Awards 2025, we have the full winners list. Tom Ellis is set to return for Tell Me Lies Season 3, and he teases a dark, toxic, and funny storylines. Burning Rainbow Farm. Sebastian Stan and Leo Woodall are set to star in Burning Rainbow Farm, the latest true life thriller from Justin Kurzel. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. It has smashed over 475 million views in just its first day. That is insane. I'm so excited for this game, though. I've waited pretty much my whole life for this game to come out. It's taken 3 video game systems, but hopefully we get it next May of 2026. What a wonderful trailer. This game looks beautiful. So very well earned for those views. That is on sure. Joel Egerton and Toni Collette are set to star in a new dark comedy about a power and dangerous fantasies. It's going to be called Fangs. Rebecca Hall is set to star in a zombie action horror film called Zero Protocol. Benedict Wong is joining Jacob Elordi, Margaret Qualley, Josh Brolin, and Guy Pearce for Ridley Scott's The Dog Stars. The Bookie and the Bruiser. Theo James is joining Vince Vaughn for an upcoming gangster thriller. Batgirl star Leslie Grace gets swallowed by a whale in a new survival thriller called Propel. Ferris Bueller's Matthew Broderick and Alan Ruck are going to reunite for John Turteltaub's new comedy, The Best Is Yet to Come. We got an article up with Starz CEO Jeffrey Hirsch speaking on the future of the the Power universe, and more spin-offs are in the works, so definitely check that out. Very interesting read there. Um, Fox has revealed the fate of The Floor. They have renewed The Floor, starring Rob Lowe as host for another season. I really like this show. The Floor is a fun trivia show to watch. So glad to see The Floor being renewed. Fox has also renewed 7 of its 8 animated series, leaving just 1 in danger of cancellation. Cropopulous, Grimsburg, and Universal Basic Guys have all been given extended looks over at Fox. Um, let's see here. Extracted has also been renewed over at Fox. So The Floor and Extracted are renewed. American Idol also renewed for season 9 over on ABC. ABC has also renewed Celebrity Jeopardy and Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. House of Villains is moving from the E Network to Peacock with season 3 renewal as Comcast Versant launch comes into focus. Andy Richter and Kevin Nash are joining the indie dramedy Caroline from Morningstar Angeline. Demi Moore and Coleman Domingo are boarding Roger Ross Williams' Strange Arrivals, which is a new film that they'll be joining up with. Let's see here. We talked about that. We talked about that. We have the official trailer for Ginny and Georgia season 3. This is premiering on June 5th over on Netflix. Um, Let me see here. We talked about that. We talked about that. We have your first look at Elle, Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. I was spacing there for a second. The new show is called Elle, and it's a prequel series, and it's coming to Prime Video summer of 2026. Not one, but two more seasons of Beast Games are coming your way. Season 2 and 3 are confirmed. It's beginning to look a lot like Chaos. We have the trailer for Oh What Fun. It's going to be streaming December 3rd on Prime Video with Michelle Pfeiffer. It's got a cute little look there for Christmas. We have your first look at Spider Noir, which is a live action series starring Nicolas Cage based on Spider Man Noir. You remember him from the Into the Spider Verse movies. It is coming in 2026 and it will be available in both black and white and color editions. So I know my boy Friggins is all about the black and white, and I'll be there to watch the color version. So there we go. Fallout Season 2 is officially going to come back on Prime Video in December, and Prime has also already renewed the show for Season 3. So congratulations, man. Coming back for Season 3, already renewed, and Season 2 coming in December. We have a first look at Domhnall Gleeson in The Paper, which is the official title for the Office spinoff. This will be premiering in September on Peacock. We have the new poster for it as well, which is pretty plain. But once again, this will premiere September 25th, a spinoff of The Office called The Paper. Brad Pitt stars in the new trailer for F1. We got the brand new F1 trailer here, running about 2.5 minutes long. This hits theaters on June 27th. We also have the new poster to check out. NBC has ordered a green light for the new Tracy Morgan comedy that he's doing with Tina Fey, so congratulations there. A Wicked live musical special is going to be coming with Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo singing, which sounds pretty awesome there. Uh, let's see here. A Simple Favor 3 might be in the works here. That's right. They are looking and working on a possible third film. So I would love it. I love the first two. I would love to see a third. Michael B. Jordan is bringing his Creed franchise to the TV version. But he's going to be, it's not directly him, it's a spinoff. He's going to be producing Delphi, which is a drama series that's set at his character's gym. So there you go, there, which I'm down for, man. I'm glad to see that he's involved. He's executive producing, so maybe he'll pop up in it. And let's see what's going on in this universe. I like it a lot. Jude Law and Andrew Garfield are going to star as Siegfried and Roy in an upcoming Apple TV Plus limited series called Wild Things. Patrick Dempsey will star in Memory of a Killer, which is a new Fox series about a hitman who develops early onset Alzheimer's. I swear we just had a movie about this. Wasn't my God, there was a Michael Keaton movie last year that was like Forget Knox or something Knox, where he was a hitman with Alzheimer's. I feel like this is the exact damn premise. So very interesting that they're going forward with this TV show here. The Cleaning Lady, Alert MPU, The Great North, and Accused are all still on the bubble over at Fox, so no decisions have been made on those shows yet. I do watch Alert MPU and I watched Accused, so I would love to see them come back. But at the same time, it won't be the end of the world if they don't. But curious to see where it goes. Uh, Fox has revealed its schedule for the fall TV schedule, which steals Weakest Link from NBC, and more. So check it out to see when your favorite show comes back. Just 11 weeks after its debut, the daytime soap Beyond the Gates has been renewed for season 2 on CBS. It is official. French mystery thriller Lupin is returning to Netflix for part 4, which will consist of 8 episodes. The Hunting Party has been renewed along with Brilliant Minds over at NBC. Like I said, Tracy Morgan's new show is also going to star Daniel Radcliffe. City on Fire. Matt Ross is going to direct Austin Butler in an adaptation of the Don Winslow novel. The Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping cast has added Kelvin Harrison Jr. Ashley Greene, along with Seth Green, is going to star in director Peter Fasolini's rom-com called Grace Period. Prime Video is going to do a barbershop spinoff called Barbershop, and it'll star Jermaine Fowler. A Madonna limited series is in the works over on Netflix from Sean Levy. That's right. After starts and stops of her biopic about her life and career, Madonna is turning to a limited series format to tell her story. The project is in the early stages of development at Netflix, where Sean Levy's 21 Laps company has an overall deal with it. Fox is bringing back Fear Factor. Are you ready? Fear is not a factor for me. I loved Fear Factor back in the day, so love to see a revival of that. And like we talked about earlier, Fox is stealing the weakest link from NBC and bringing it over to their channel. So very, very cool there. Captain America Brave New World is finally going to be hitting streaming on Disney Plus on May 28th. That's when you can start streaming that. We have the new poster for Superman, which looks incredible. I love it. Of course, we talked about the new trailer that dropped today already. In some really fun news, I was so excited about this. Kristen Ritter officially returning as Jessica Jones for Daredevil Season 2. Oh man, so excited for this. Daredevil Born Again Season 2, they're currently filming, and it is official. Kristen Ritter coming back as Jessica Jones. It's all canon, baby. I love it. Now we just need Luke Cage and Iron Fist. Let's complete the Defenders. We need it, man. They got to fight Fisk. I just very, very happy with that news. We have the first full trailer for Nobody 2. This hits theaters on August 15th. I loved this trailer. I really loved the first Nobody film, but this one just looks like a ton of fun. He's just trying to go on vacation with his family, and shit keeps happening, and I love his attitude. This looks awesome. Nobody 2 hits theaters August 15th. Check out this trailer if you haven't. We have the first teaser trailer for Ryan Murphy's new legal drama called All's Fair. This stars Kim Kardashian, Naomi Watts, Niecy Nash Betts, Teyona Taylor, Sarah Paulson, and Glenn Close. So big, big cast there. We got a new action-packed final trailer for Ballerina. This hits theaters in just a couple weeks on June 6th. We finally have a release date for Alien Earth over on FX. It will premiere August 12th. Are you ready? August 12th. We got a new poster. I'm finally ready. We have the first poster and release date for The Bear Season 4. This will be premiering June 25th on Hulu. All episodes will drop. FX's JFK show American Love Story has found its John F. Kennedy Jr. Final Destination Bloodline reviews result in the best Rotten Tomatoes score of the franchise. That is pretty awesome right there. I'll be going tomorrow night to check this out in IMAX. I'm very excited. Elizabeth Olsen is joining Kristen Stewart in a star-studded vampire movie. A new Ethan Hunt, Richard Linklater movie called Blue Moon is going to be coming out on October 17th. Glenn Powell's football comedy Chad Powers is coming to Hulu on September 30th. Um, Reservoir Dog co-creator Sterling Hardo's new series The Lowdown will star Ethan Hawke and is coming to FX on September 23rd. Law and Order Toronto Criminal Intent season 1 and 2 have been picked up by the CW. Season 1 will air in fall of 2025. The Rookie and Will Trent will not be returning with new seasons until 2026, so be aware of that. ABC has revealed its schedule for the fall TV season, which includes Grey's Anatomy, High Potential, and of course the season premiere of 911 Nashville and more. So check that out to see when your favorites will pop up. Um, the future of Dr. Odyssey remains open question at ABC as they have not answered on the status of this one yet. This is one of the rare shows they haven't talked about renewal or cancellation. I like Dr. Odyssey. I watch this show each week. I hope it gets renewed. But again, if it doesn't, it's not going to totally kill me. So there you go. But hopefully it does. Coco Melon animated movie is in the works. Mads Mikkelsen is set to star in Sirius, which is a directorial debut from Christopher Nolan's editor Lee Smith. We have the first poster for Ironheart, which we found out it will launch with a 3-episode premiere starting on June 24th over on Disney Plus. And along with the poster, you know what you get, a new trailer. So there you go. So we have the trailer for Ironheart. Executive producer Ryan Coogler, 3-episode premiere June 24th, Disney Plus. Of course, picking up with the story of Riri Williams after Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I'm ready for this show, man. Let's do it. We have our first look at the Addams Family in Wednesday season 2. Maya Hawke has also been cast in the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping cast. We have your first poster for Wicked for Good, starring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. Very cool poster there, so getting real. We have your first look at Nicolas Cage as John Madden and Christian Bale as Al Davis in David O. Russell's Madden movie. Unrecognizable almost for both these guys. Very, very interesting. Warner Brothers CEO David Zaslav has named 4 superhero characters that will be the asset builders of the new DCU. He says it'll be Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. Those 4 characters are going to lead the new DCU. So, very, very interesting there. Denzel Washington and Robert Pattinson are set to lead a new Netflix heist movie. Yellowstone's Taylor Sheridan is reuniting with Brandon Sklar for a new action movie. Austin Butler and Jeremy Allen White are leading a new A24 crime movie from Ari Aster. Bad Boys 4 directors are going to helm a new adaptation of Helm Riders Republic. This is a movie based on the Ubisoft motorcycle video game there. Wicked for Good trailer will be hitting on June 4th. And we have the new poster we talked about earlier. So if you've been waiting for that new trailer, June 4th, mark it down. Game of Thrones, A Night of Seven Kingdoms. The release date has been delayed to 2026. Smurfs trailer has dropped, unveiling Rihanna's new song. Taraji P. Henson robs a bank in Tyler Perry's new trailer for the movie Straw. Netflix is going to be reaching for the stars with a reboot of the iconic Star Search talent competition. Netflix has renewed Forever and the 4 seasons. Bridgerton has been renewed for seasons 5 and 6 ahead of season 4's premiere. Prepare for more Big Brother, more now than ever. This summer, the show will be back in July with XL episodes and a new Friday edition. The Pit is headed to basic cable. The Noah Weil medical drama will air on TNT this fall ahead of its season 2 premiere on HBO Max in 2026. Lily Taylor has been cast as Mags Flanagan in the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping, which will hit theaters on November 20th of 2026. Denzel Washington, Robert Pattinson, and Daisy Edgar Jones will star in Here Comes the Flood from director Fernando Meirelles. The film is an unconventional heist thriller about a bank guard, a teller, and a master thief. This will be coming to Netflix. We have the first teaser trailer for Bridgerton Season 4, which releases in 2026 on Netflix. We have your first look at King of the Hill Revival, which is coming this summer to Hulu. We have your first look poster at Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2. That's right. This will finally be premiering this December 25th, for its premiere date on Disney Plus. We talked about it. Max is changing its name back to HBO Max, so keep an eye out for that. Not much else is changing. Spring Breakers 2 is in the works. Talk about a movie I never thought I'd see a sequel to. Bella Thorne, Ariel Martin, Grace Van Dien, and True Whitaker are going to star in the film. It's called Spring Breakers 2 Salvation Mountain. So, set in the same universe, no real characters from the first movie coming back, just a new bunch of Spring Breaker thugs doing their thing. We have the new poster for Chad Powers once again with Glenn Powell. Premieres September 20th on Hulu. The series follows a failed college quarterback who joins a struggling Southern football team disguised as the talented Chad Powers. Elizabeth Olsen, Kristen Stewart, and Oscar Isaac are going to star in a new vampire thriller called Flesh of the Gods from director Panos Cosmatos. The film follows a couple in 80s LA who are seduced by the Nameless and her hard partying cabal into a dangerous world. Anemone will release on October 10th in theaters. Daniel Day-Lewis coming out of retirement for this film, directed by his son, Ronan Day-Lewis. We have the new poster for Nobody 2, once again hitting theaters on August 15th. Looks awesome. We have the first little teaser. It's only 30 seconds long, but it's Spider Noir, starring Nicolas Cage, coming to Prime Video next year. Check it out. Um, Let's see here. Jamie Foxx is ready to take a big swing in an emotional story from an American sports history. Andres Bass is set to direct for 84. Fight for 84, which will be a sports drama featuring focus on the squad's historic 1984 Summer Games. Netflix has renewed the 4 seasons, The Diplomat for season 4, and Bridgerton for season 5 and 6. Taylor Sheridan, in a deal involving high-level talks between Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount. Taylor Sheridan is in final stages of securing a feature package for his new action thriller called Fast, F-A-S-T. It's an acronym that will be starring Brendan Skelner. Very curious to see how that one pans out. And on that note, we did it. That is the end of the show. How did we do 45 minutes tonight? I'll never know, especially since I had no movies to review and we went longer than normal. But there was a lot of news to get through. Hollywood's been definitely picking up the news dumps for sure. So, but hey, it's all good. That's what we're here for week by week, to keep you updated. So let's do some plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark it. All the links are there. All the episodes are there. Make sure you check out our Thunderbolts spoiler review, whether you watch it on the YouTube channel or you listen to it on the podcast feed. Either way, it's okay. Just check it out. It is awesome. Me and Friggins, we break it all down. Check it out. Okay. AmIOnTheAir.com. Like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on X at AmIOnTheAir. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Threads, if that's your thing. Am I on the Air is on Blue Sky. We're also on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just simply search Am I on the Air. Very, very easy. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and over at the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow at Red Dragons Radio, all one word, and at Pop Culture_Pros. That'll do it for me tonight on Wednesday, May the 14th. I hope you all have an amazing week. I will be going tomorrow night to the IMAX to check out Final Destination Bloodlines. I'm very excited. I've heard nothing but great stuff. Very, very excited to check that out. So we'll be talking about that and more on next week's show. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!